Authortube? Guess who's not dead? If you didn't already know, I'm an author. I actually have 6 published children's books, all of which are available for sale at thenerdynanny.com. So quick time lapse, 2020 the whole world closes and I start making YouTube videos about my kids' books. I very quickly figure out that I am not able to actually make quality kids content. I'm slowly losing my mind. But in the process, I did find Authortube. Now, if you've never been a part of the Authortube community before, it is an incredible network of writers and authors and other creatives who are just having a great time writing and getting their stories out there and are just trying to support each other. Now, like every corner of the internet, Authortube is not without its occasional dramas, but for the most part, I loved being a part of this community. And then, 4 months after I started Authortube, I got into grad school. Basically dropped off of the face of the earth. I have made videos in my time since then, mostly about said grad school and moving to Sweden and trying to figure out how to not get frostbite. But at the same time, my entire focus was on grad school. As a result, I haven't been able to write for a really long time. Which brings us to now. We're closing in on NaNoWriMo, or National Novel Writing Month, which happens every November, where writers all across the globe try to write 1,500 words a day, so that at the end of the month, they have a roughly 50,000 word novel. A completed project that they can then shop to publishers or revise or edit or do whatever they want with, but it is done. It's a really fun time in the community because a lot of writers get together and work on their projects and there's a lot of live streams, but it's also exhausting. NaNoWriMo is one of those things that I never really fully participated in because by the time my first NaNoWriMo came around, I was already in grad school and the 50,000 words I needed to write were on cell biology and immunohistochemistry, not plot. Now, like I said, no community is without its drama, and there's been a little bit of controversy about NaNoWriMo this year. Some statements have been made by the organization concerning the use of AI in writing that a lot of people are really unhappy with, and while I think that's an important discussion to have, it's not one that I plan on having.
You've all been replaced by AI. Welcome to the future.
Damn it, he's discovered AI.
But the end result is that a lot of writers are choosing to boycott or find alternatives to NaNoWriMo.
So I am heading into Linköpings Stadsbibliotek, the Linköping City Library, to meet up with my writers group. I'm sorry, I promise not to squeal, but it feels really good to say that.
If you're in the Authortube community, you have probably already seen this video from Kate Cavanaugh, but if you're not, you may have missed it, and if you want to know what's going on, definitely check that out. But basically, Kate's suggesting something a little bit more moderate, setting an overarching goal of 100,000 words in 3 months. Now, when you break it down, there's not that many differences. It still comes out to about 1,200 words a day over a much longer period of time. Because of the long time duration and the slightly lower word count, this is something that might actually be more attainable. The same intense period of focus that a lot of people love about NaNoWriMo is one of the reasons why it's always been such a big barrier for me, whether it's work or family or illness or just life. Something always seems to come up. And when you start to fall behind, it's almost impossible to catch up. 1,500 words a day doesn't sound like a lot until you've been staring at a screen for over 3 hours and somehow only written 30. I'm slowly losing my mind. The longer window of opportunity means that you have more of a window in order to pick back up. It also sets a slightly more realistic word goal for me personally, and just generally, sounds like a lot more fun. So, in case you're new here, Hello, my name is Eve. I am a children's author and biomedical scientist living in Sweden, and this year I'm going to be trying to write 100,000 words in Q4. And we'll see at the end of it whether or not this is actually a more sustainable plan for me, or if that's just wishful thinking. Either way, hope to catch you on a live somewhere, and happy writing!
So excited. There's absolutely nothing I can do about that camera angle.
That's fine.